Hello folks, welcome back to Songs of 𝗬𝘂𝘁𝘂𝗯𝗲. We're picking up right where we left off, trying to figure out how we can get ahead of the food and how just to get ahead in general. We need to, well, we have a fair bit of money right now, which is good. I think the imports that we have done, or that we set up in the last, have been paying dividends, as it were. And there are, in fact, people that want to come live here, so that's not a bad thing at all. Let's allow some to do so. One thing I was looking at, actually, I was hanging out in Ocean Man's stream today, very late in his part of the world, Australia, but yeah, he gave me some tips and stuff, and one thing in particular that came up was paper. We're gonna need to invest in the tech for a paper maker. Requires paper making. And I did invest a little bit into tech at some time. That's the Weaver. Paper. P-A-P-E-R. Why can't I see it? It's right there. But it, like, literally doesn't make a difference. Oh, it costs 900 though. We can import it. That's the other thing we can do. But anyways, then we can, if we can make a library, which we also need what? We need the tech library. Makes sense. That's schooling. That's university. That's library there. Costs 8,000. Aye. Okay, well, anyways, maybe that's a little too soon. I guess the first thing we need to do is unlock this for 1,200 to increase our laboratory efficiency in general. Unlocks lab upgrade 1. It seems like there's just no way around it. We just have to have more people, and we got to kind of brute force it with assigning more people to our lab. Let's assign 10 and see what comes of it. What are all these people doing? Listening to news. Being sick. Listening to news. Well, we have a sick person. That's bad. I was looking at sanitation. We seem to be okay, though. Hygiene is okay. Health. Population. Yeah, we're doing all right. But yeah, the kind of tip I got, too. Oh, production is way down on food. Is to heavily invest in things that your map has, like for instance, we could invest in drink by just producing a lot more grain and then making drink and then selling the drink, which would be good. It'd be good for our tavern too. So I think at some point here we're gonna go ahead and build another grain farm. Just a matter of where. Maybe right over here. We do have some fertility down there. Oh, no, it looked like it, but we don't. Definitely here, here, here. What is out there? Ore deposits. Okay, cool. I think we go for this tile right up here. So, let's start with the road. Change it to that. We should probably complete that piece of road. Yeah, we'll do those up. I need to know exactly how far to go though. So 51. 51 is there. Connect it with this. And hopefully that will give us our perfect space for our grain farm. We go into, and we should end up with a 45 by 45. That's what we end up with. So the space of 2 all around. Beauty. It's going to require another 203 grain to set up, but I'm okay with that. And that'll keep our bakeries working as well. Now, I wonder if I should, while I'm at it, first of all, hold on, let me suspend all this extra road. We don't really need worked up right now. A little bit of access to the field is great, but we don't need to go too far. Yeah, that's too bad paper is so expensive to make. Because that would be really great. We need it for the administration center as well. Expensive by way of research. But let's have a look at 𝘬𝘬𝘂𝘁𝘂𝗯𝗲 and see what you would sell paper for. If I can even... Is this paper? It looks like it. It's 193 a pop from them. 202 from them. So it's not super cheap. But if we go and get an administration, and place it somewhere, I don't know how big it needs to be. Efficiency, capacity. Yeah, I really don't know. Let's... a couple walls across. Okay, what is this? This is the third from the edge. It's gonna require a little more by way of supports. So let's try something like that. Clerk station, huh? What am I hearing? Is that the pottery? It must be. It's a weird noise. Oh, we need shelves. That's given us 96. There's 100%. And carpet. Why carpet? Just for the joy of carpet. Okay. Put some doors in those corners. Maybe some doors there. Isolation's still good. Capacity is 320. That seems like a lot. It's going to require 55 paper, 131 furniture, which we don't have. We have 0 furniture. Okay, so what I'm seeing is it's just too soon for that. I think furniture in particular is something we could really stand to increase. And we're already maxed out. We're already upgraded. I like this building, though. I like the way it's laid out. So let's copy that. And let's just make it work for this space here. Okay, we're gonna go with another big carpentry just like so. Kind of going off the rails with regard to what am I trying to say? With regard to the plan. Bringing those other 4 people. Oh, we're okay for food. I don't quite understand. We have such a yo-yo that happens with the food. But every time we get a harvest, of course, it shoots up. But the production rate is not good. The grain, well, we do have the grain coming in, so that's good. Let's try and get some of this stuff laid down, right? We do need more people, though. One thought is to stop some basic industry and just import instead. but I'm not sure what that would be. I mean, the Weaver has never even functioned. Because it's so rare that we... Here, I'll employ 2 people at the Weavery. The Weavery. I'm calling it the Weavery now. The Weaver's place. Smelter, 8.19. We're making almost twice as much coal as we need. But this is potentially a good export, so I'm going to increase the number of people in our metal smelter a little bit. Insufficient workers allocated. I don't know what you mean by that. The society? Yeah, I mean, sure, we'll bump it up to 12. There, so that's going to use 12 coal a day. We're producing 15, so we're still going to have an excess of coal. But the other thing, of course, is the brewery uses coal. It uses 5 coal. Okay. Add a couple more people to produce more coal. We'll wait for them to make their way in. 16.93, call it 17. Okay, yes. We're just shy, just shy on the coal department. We'll add 2 more people. And that'll cover the brewery and the smeltery and increase production in the smeltery. We could increase the brewery, but I mean, we're already having grain problems as it is, so not necessarily something to be done right now. The other thing we could look at doing out here is where the fertility is not super great, we could always bring water in. Yeah, 21 more immigrants, sure. That's the thing, you only get immigrants if they're happy, so the other thing we could look at is hatching people. Yes, that's a thing. What's it called? It's a nursery or something, right? The humidifier is a disgusting thing to most races of 6. It is some form of mix between an animal and a mushroom that releases moist stench in its surroundings. It's for the bug people. They really love it. I'm looking for... can I just search? Yeah, Crotonian breeder. There we go. Place where Crotonian cubs are born and brought up. Each station is capable of bringing up 1 and needs a vegetable to operate, else the cub will starve. Yeah, so... base production of -1/2 a vegetable. And we're eating the vegetables, but we do have a surplus. And every time I look at vegetables, we seem to be okay. So maybe I copy the footprint of that. We left a couple of tiles. And then run this right down the center, and you end up with basically the same building. Crib. Huts. Well, that's 100. Pardon my voice. 91, 100, but I feel like we could fit more cribs in. And then just put some more huts. That's not enough. And a hut seems to be a thing with a size here. Oh, we got space back here. Just trying to maximize our space here. Maximize our production, I guess. Hut there, hut there. We're still at 84%. There we go. There's 100. And we'll put some doors here. And some doors there. That'll be our breeder. It takes a lot of furniture, a lot of cloth. Neither of which we have. Okay. Well, it's down. Let's just suspend it for now. They can build a building, I guess. No. Just suspend it. It's something I want, so we'll put it in there so we can grow our population as opposed to have the immigrants come in. Because, of course, we got to keep them happy. You don't have to keep them happy if they don't. Yeah. Restaurants? Do they not need restaurants, or is that just not a thing? They want all of these things. Barbers, physicians, fight pits, grand arenas. If there was no bar, then I think there's no desire for it. Which is the case with some other races, I guess. Yeah, happiness. Loyalty is really good. Happiness is up and down. I don't know. Let's get this thing made anyways. 183 ingots. Well, we almost have that. So it's not the worst thing ever. There we go. Starting to bring all the stuff in. Food is just always at the cusp, and it doesn't need to be there. We can store food for longer than a day / month. Or week, rather. No, it's, yeah, it's like a day is a month, more or less. Time in video games is always so weird. Anyways, we're only a few ingots short, so I think we'll make up that production in not too much time. No need to call an import. In fact, how many are we making? 12 a day. Yeah, so another day. Should see this just about done. Let's just blitz through. Yeah, it's weird. The sanitation just went from 3 to 1. Infected 1, hospital 0. That's probably why. But is a hospital a thing we can do? Not without research. Tech required healthcare. Cost stone, furniture, and tools. Interesting. I think what I want to do with this tech is reinvest it in the lab. But we need 1,200. Then we get the lab upgrade 1. The library is apparently a game changer for tech, though, which is kind of why I'm pushing for that, too. There, let's put it up to 54 people working in the lab. Let them kick in. And get us to 1.2. So that eventually we can boost our lab production by 50% for the cost of some ingots, which we will have again before too long, a few months' time. How we doing here? 183, good. They are constructing. So we should see our ingots just steadily climb now. There we go. Now it wants to employ everyone. A slaver has come by and has offered to buy people. Or sell people. Gosh, we could go with... Oh, that's pricey. No, we're good. Thank you. Thought I'd try and liberate some Kryptonians, but I don't know if it works that way. I don't know if we'd just be buying Kryptonian slaves and they would remain slaves. Insufficient workers, blah, blah, blah. It's fine. Maybe in here we put a warehouse. I kind of want to do another large warehouse in this area in general. Maybe we'll go really big. This seems like it'd be fairly central if we continue to spread out the city into all this area. Then this might be a place for a massive warehouse. And a warehouse is relatively cheap to construct, not to mention all the resources that are on the ground itself. Let's lay out a road. I'll just lay it out with the normal stuff first here. Take it off of the road that we've already built. And then warehouse. We could fill the whole hex. However, leaving a little extra space should allow us to I don't know, like surround it in services, so to speak. Man, this is a big blueprint. Okay. We're gonna have to be super creative about how to go about doing this. Now crates are like so. So no, shoot. I think it's along here. If we leave a corridor every now and then, let's see if this even works. Something like that. No, not quite. Not quite. We just leave a space of 1 like that. And how does that look from the ends? I don't know if leaving a space of 3 is even necessary. I mean, it's not. Leave a space of 1. Wow, that actually works perfectly. And all I really need to do is, in the odd spot, just put a passage. 1, 2, 3, 4, passage. 1, 2, 3, 4, passage. And then the middle, I may not even need one, but we'll put one in the middle because there's 3 and 3. We get our symmetry. Two by 2 hands of blue. And then we might, yeah, we'll probably need to put a wall behind these. It's not ideal, actually. I feel like I need to sort out the structural problems the building would have before I go in, devote time to it. Now, doing a blueprint this big is going to take some time, so I tell you what, I'm going to get it done while the game runs, and but I will pause it for you guys. Wow, okay, that took a minute. It's going to be big. It's going to take a lot of wood, but we're going to have a lot of wood on the site. I don't know if we need to build it right away, because it seems like a longer term kind of building, but I'm curious to see how they get along if we let them go to town on it. Yeah, it's gonna take whatever that is, 1.49k of wood. I don't know if that's plus another 947, but it's gonna be 54,200 units of storage. We have doorways. It is just a very simple grid, but it is a stable building, which makes me happy. I don't know if we could cram any more into that footprint, and you know what, it's even got rounded corners. Look at that. So we're gonna finalize that and let them go to town on it. We'll see how it works out. How is our grain field? It is waiting for materials. It is 100% cleared. We do have it. What are they doing? Just one last piece of stone or something coming out of there? Huh. Maybe we should suspend this until they get that farm planted. Maybe we suspend all of this over here until they get that farm planted. We don't have that many people. Yeah, well, another 22 people coming in, and let's consider housing again, because I'm not sure we have enough. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 120 is 700, so we're over that point now. We need to build another housing district. And one thing I have been watching Ocean Man do is he has all of his saved blueprints. So it'd be interesting to copy that, but I think for the kind of blocks I do, it's not necessary. For this, maybe this is what we tried on. A room must be selected that can be furnished. Okay, so something that's already built. So we'll wait on that. This carpenter, right, 14. It's making another 8 furniture. We have 2 furniture in the stockpile. Cool. Hopefully it'll start going up though. What are you flashing red for? One more person wants to come in. We'll wait a little bit and let that come up. Prisoners. Crime 5.9%. Maybe it's time for more guard posts. What do you require again? I don't even know what. You were kind of in between here. Guard post there. Guard post there. They require 21 leather armor, 27 cut stone. Okay, so we have the cut stone. We have the wood. We're going to need 42 leather armor. From who? Whom? 326 a pop. Or 342. Okay, from you. All the way down. $42. Good number. Resource. Let's send you some wood. I mean, or we could just pay for it, but we could send a little bit of livestock. That adds up fast. There we go. So when we build an administration, if we go back to the map, then we can like click armies, recruit, and the way it was recommended to me is, at least with the current version of the game, is to have lots of money and to hire some mercenaries. And then we can basically go and say take over these free people, free lands. There's only 94 people there, so we wouldn't even need that many soldiers. And then we could set that up as a satellite colony and begin to build it up, but also to get resources from it. So that's what I'm interested in doing as soon as we can, but it seems like it's still a little too early for that. For one, I want us to be a food juggernaut before we consider that. Where else? Where are we next going to build? Maybe, yeah, probably here. And I kind of want to copy a piece of colony that has all the stuff kind of laid out nicely. Copy area. Let's go both sides of the road. Including... yeah. So, copy that. And it centers right about there? No, right about there. Looks good to me. Let's build that. Yeah, we're still working on these, though. Working on that, working on that, working on that. I'm working on this. Okay, again, I think the grain is probably more important than this. I don't care if they work on the guard posts at the moment. We got 51 odd jobbers, which is enough to get some stuff done, and actually they're almost done on the grain there. And then it's a matter of sowing the fields, which we should have auto-popped into that. Oh no, it's not done. They've got a, right, construction progress. It's coming along though. Yeah, look at them work away. Just like a big migration of them coming and going. Yeah, there they come back. There we go. 22 grain farmers now employed there. So hopefully it is a little staggered. 7.6 days for that one, 7.6 days for this one. No, it doesn't make any difference. They all harvest at the same time? Yeah, they all harvest at the same time. Okay. Fair enough. Let's activate this area. Let's activate that. Guard post up and running. Nice. So hopefully that'll tip our crime down a little bit. Oh, we have 0 months of food. 0.8, 0.9 days of food. Yeah, it's a problem. It's a big problem. Oh, now it's gone up to 630 production. 627. I think we need to go with some more veg farm as well. Yeah, I kind of feel like what I want to do with this area is try and make it more fertile. Now we can pump water 64 tiles. If I grab, say, a pasture, just so I can tell the size of it. That's 49 plus 16. Okay, so we could pump water basically all along here if we wanted to try and boost the fertility in here, but it only goes something like 16 tiles in. So I wonder if we put pumps at either end of this road, and then later on we instead use this roadway up through here to get up to the gems and all that stuff. It's a thought. Yeah. What does a pump house require? Water pump. Furniture. Gosh darn furniture. All right. Well, we're going to hold off on that one. For now, though, yeah, we're starting another build up here, I guess. Because We need to really maximize the production in certain areas. And like I say, that's going to be agriculture. It's where we got to start. We got to go big with agriculture and then allow that to inform what exports we make. We kind of went with the coal and I was going to do the 𝘎𝘂𝘂𝘂, but of course we don't have the tech for it. But maybe it's time. Maybe it's time to look into that too. Whoa, we have 2,200 tech points. Now, what did 𝘎𝘂𝘂𝘂𝘂 require, and where was it? Here it is. 900. Okay, something to think about. For now, we're going to spend 1,200 on a lab. We still have 900, so we could go for the 𝘎𝘂𝘂𝘂𝘂, or... Your source has a wow, okay, hold on. Let me try that again. Your lead prospector comes to you with hands shaking uncontrollably. They have found a vein of 𝘎𝘂𝘂𝘂𝘂. Your city has a source of great wealth and envy. 𝘎𝘂𝘂𝘂𝘂 is important to some religious rites and is a powerful trade good. Some species have an obsession to build up a hoard of it. So, yeah, I mean, that could become a really good trade good. We just invested in that. Let's... What do you guys say? Do we finally go for the 𝘎𝘂𝘂𝘂𝘂 ore? We don't actually need the roads. We could always recite the road around it. But it'd be kind of good to get at that. 𝘎𝘂𝘂𝘂𝘂𝘂. Right next to the scaffold. It's what happens to thieves. Thieving the 𝘎𝘂𝘂𝘂𝘂𝘂. I don't know. Let me know what you think about that. For now, let's have a quick look at the lab before we go. Requires 158 metal. We're not quite half there, but maybe in the next one we'll have saved up enough. I don't think it's worth buying, because we'd be tempted to export some of it. Warehouse can have up to 240. Let's have a look at the export of that. Let's just find the proper export place. Metals. When you're above 75 is fine, but let's make sure that we save up enough, so if we need 160-ish. Capacity of 180. Okay, so when we have more than 180, they'll export. Okay, that's fine then. So we'll upgrade that lab. Maybe the little lab. Do we still have a little lab? We do. Upgrade requires 20. Boom. Done. So they will be able to expand the amount of knowledge that they can maintain. The way I kind of looked at it is with the labs and the paper, not the labs, the library is, I mean, you can reason it out, right? The paper allows you to write down the knowledge and thus save it for later. As it is, we're only, I guess, researching a certain amount of knowledge, and it takes people to maintain it. Think of historians in any given area. They and the professionals, of course, in those areas. They are the ones who maintain the knowledge of that field, and to an extent expand it. But I would like to think that it would change over to the idea that any tech point we make gets saved on paper and stored in the library, so long as we have paper and storage space in the library to do so. I don't know, that's kind of how it works, but in the end, you still have the decay. This person pleads innocence and wants to try the case in court. We could pardon them. We could enslave them. We could send them off to an arena, or we could execute them. As the last thing, I'm going to pardon this person. And they are free. Click to change punishment. No, you're free. You received a pardon. Goodbye. Hopefully that scared him straight if he was guilty. But anyways, that's going to be it for now. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I'm going to give a special thanks to Ocean Man, OSHAN space man. I'm going to put a link in the description if you want to see someone who knows their Songs of Six, definitely go check him out and drop him a subscribe. Nice guy. Anyways, that's it for now. Stay safe, take care, and till next time, goodbye.